Hello, my name is Jiawen Zhu, and today I want to talk about Richard Mayer for the Scholar Study for EDG6226 class. And about Richard Mayer, he was born in 1947 and he received a PhD in psychology from the University of Michigan in 1973. And he was the visiting assistant professor of psychology at Indiana University from 1973 to 1975. And since 1975, he is the professor of psychology at University of California, Santa Barbara. He was ever ranked number 1 as the most productive educational psychologist in the world for 1997 to 2001, and he is also the author of more than 390 publications, including 23 books on education and multimedia. His best-known contribution is multimedia learning theory. So you may ask, what is multimedia learning? The principle known as multimedia principle states that people learn more deeply from words and pictures than from words alone. However, simply adding words to pictures is not an effective way to achieve multimedia learning. The goal is to instructional media in the light of how human mind works. This is the basis for Mayer's cognitive theory of multimedia learning. This theory proposed the 3 main assumptions when it comes to learning with multimedia. The first one is there are 2 separate channels, auditory and visual, for processing information, sometimes referred to as dual coding theory. Second one is each channel has a limited capacity. The third one is learning is the active process of filtering, selecting, organizing, and integrating information based upon prior knowledge. Actually, I first know Mayer is because of this book, E-Learning and the Science of Instruction. And these books give me guides about instructional design principles. In this book, they introduced the promise and pitfalls in e-learning and suggested 9 principles for e-learning designers. The first one is multimedia principle, which means use words and graphics rather than words alone. Second one, contiguity principle, which means align words to corresponding graphics. Third one, modality principle, which means present words as audio narration rather than on-screen text. The fourth one is redundancy principle, which means explain visuals with words in audio or text but not both. The fifth one is coherence principle, which means adding extra material can hurt learning. Number 6, personalization and embodiment principles, which means use conversational style, polite wording, human voice, and virtual coaches. The 7th one, segmenting and pre-training principles, which means managing complexity by breaking a lesson into parts. All these principles are provided with supportive experimental studies and research. I do hope I could have the chance to apply these principles and the cognitive theory of multimedia learning in my following research studies. And I also hope this short video could give you some insights about Richard Mayer and his principles. If you have any other questions about this video, you could contact me through this email, and thank you.